And we are live. Oh, shit.
Now we are.
All right. This is the Mickey G channel.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for joining the Mickey G channel, starring Mickey G.
Thank you.
And also JV the God Killer. And welcome our guest, the one, the only, Rockin' Rudy.
Thank you. How's it going, beautiful people?
All right. Thank you all so much for joining into the Mickey G channel. We have a great show lined up for you guys tonight. Well, we like to think so, right? We are very
Always.
we're very positive about what we have to offer, right? Yeah. Okay. But yeah, Rockin' Rudy, thank you so much for joining us today, man.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me for the second time. You know, the first time it was my fault. Just to tell everybody out there the truth, I was supposed to be here last Friday, and I dozed off and fell asleep. And and by the time I woke up, I saw hey, are you on your way, buddy? And it was like 9:30, right?
Such a nice message I sent you, Trendon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I kind of cleaned it. You know, he actually said like, "Hey, where the fuck are you, bro?" I was still asleep. I was thinking of Donna Summers. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Right.
But they were kind enough to reschedule and get me back in the following week, and here I am. It's really me live. You don't believe me? Come pinch me.
Yeah.
I'll pinch him right now. Watch.
Keep your hands to yourself, sir.
Yeah, give it up. Yeah, you came through. You came through. You know, we missed 1 week, but you're here now. That's what's important.
Yes.
Rockin' Rudy. Too many accolades to list off. And the one at the top of the list, you are the inventor of the Q Taco. Is that correct?
I call it the creator.
The creator.
The creator, because the inventor was actually Maria Gonzalez, which is the old-time owner of El Patos. Okay. Now, I used to always get that El Patos like that, you know, which was, of course, the bean and cheese, the egg and potato, and the bacon. Right.
Wait, real quick. The chain store El Pato?
Well, she was, the owner. She was the original owner before she passed away and the family sold the branch.
How long ago did they start?
Let me put it to you this way. I started Q94.5 when it was the rock station, you know, the Valley's home of rock and roll. Yeah, you know, and the music was awesome, and it still is, right? Of course, you know, can't say nothing bad about it, but it is good still music. And I was the rescue driver, the 945 rescue driver, you know. In case you all didn't know, 945 rescue driver, I would drive up and down the highways and help people out with flat tires, run out of gas, put water in their radiators, you know, and just traffic, you know, hey, you know, going down southbound this way.
On behalf of the radio station?
Yes, and it was sponsored by Van Berkeley Boaters back in the day.
Oh, okay,
What the?
I got you.
They provided us with the vehicle and everything like that, and we just took off. They even gave me a gas card, which was the biggest mistake of their lives. Yeah, my car never ran out of gas. I'll tell you that. Y'all didn't hear that, but yes, it's the truth.
Oh.
And then they decided 1 year that 95 is when I started and started doing that. And then in 96, they said, we're going to change the truck and add some more lights and do all this other stuff, make it look nice and pretty. Cool. So at that time, TechSmart was a big store before Circle K and Stripes started taking over.
Right.
So TechSmart, every morning when I would take off, because I was working graveyards on the queue, Big Al and Charlie would come in at 5:15. Hey, buddy, Big Al, you know, you want to go ahead and start hitting the roads and bring us some tacos? And I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. And Big Al will always order the bacon egg taco, just like that, right? So I had my taco, which is the Q taco.
Yeah.
And then Charlie always wanted just bean and cheese.
Right.
Bean and cheese.
Simple
Charlie.
man. Simple man.
Yeah. But then, you know, he's an old man. He got gum for teeth, and you know, that, you know, Charlie Kennedy's a great man, gotta love man. And one day I kind of left the tacos there, and I took off to the restroom, and I come back. And Big Al and Charlie are looking at me. It's like, why in the hell did you hide this from us? I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, I got your taco by accident. I took a bite out of it, and I love it.
He ate the whole thing.
No, he cut it in half and gave some to Charlie. And Charlie liked it. But, you know, Charlie can't really eat too much stuff, you know, because of you know, his prostate and stuff like that. But all of a sudden, well, back then it was B104, you know. They wanted to have a taco competition, right? And I said, okay, what do you want to do? And Big Al said, do your tacos, your invention. I said, my creation? He goes, yeah, okay, we can do that. So we had a battle of the tacos.
Okay.
Wild 104s was the wild taco.
Right.
What was in it? Do you remember?
Yeah, theirs was the huevo a la mexicana.
Okay.
You know, with the serrano pepper,
Right.
you know, onions, tomatoes, stuff like that, right? Que Pasa's taco was just the bean and cheese.
Okay.
Okay.
What the hell?
Yeah,
funny.
It was just the bean and cheese. Que Pasa?
What the hell's going on here?
And then K-Tex was the country taco, which was nopales, egg, and potato.
That's the problem. They got way too fancy. They were trying to stick with the. They're
That's
trying
like a
to,
mom's meal, though.
people
That's like
were-
a mom taco.
People were trying to stick with the theme. They weren't trying to go for quality. They were trying to go for
Like
their
a
niche.
certain thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then what you may call it, 107.9 was just plain Jane bacon and egg taco. 107.9, right?
Oh,
And then along comes Rockin' Rudy's, you know, bacon, egg, cheese, beans, you know, real nice. But our taco's a messy taco, you know, because it's got everything thrown on it. And there's like, well, we got to come up with a name. I said, well, I like Q94.5, you know, that's what I like, you know. Charlie goes, squash all that shit, just call it the Q. So actually, Charlie's the one that gave it the name.
Yeah.
I created it, and we won.
Hey.
do you ever get annoyed when people put bacon in it? You feel like, hey, it doesn't have bacon.
They
in
violated, yeah. But you know what? It's okay because I like bacon too. You know. Then they have the what's it called now? The bacon Q taco.
Yeah.
Right. That's what it is now. The
Well, I
bacon Q
used
taco.
to I used to ask for extra bacon. Those things would fuel my Saturdays. Like when I was a kid growing up, I would get that and a Dr. Pepper, and I'd be like golden.
JB, everybody got extra bacon. What the hell is your problem?
They charge you extra for it too. Well,
Yeah,
back then
I
they
didn't
didn't.
mind.
Now they do. But I'm going to tell you what. If you really take a look at that bacon Q taco, it doesn't have cheese.
What?
It's just the bean, the egg, the potato, and the bacon.
You're gonna
No
have to
cheese.
ask for the cheese.
Yeah.
now.
What the hell?
never
This is
noticed.
this is bull crap. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that is the reason why the Q taco is where it's at now, and it does still stand alone. You know, it's it's been so long since '96. Yeah, '97 is when we had that
Like,
big old.
how long has it been since 94.5 was called Q? You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. So Q94.5 was like that. The Valley's home of rock and roll since 2000.
Okay.
2000 is when the Sunburst Media sold it to Entravision, which has it's a branch off of Univision. And they moved us from Westlaco to McAllen.
Yeah.
Right.
So in 2000, we were in McAllen. I was there for one more year, 2001. Then I jumped over to KIWW.
Okay.
Okay.
And KIWW is 96.1.
Oh.
Okay.
You know, and you used to be always say like, they would say, Rudy, say it. All right. You're listening to KIWW 96.1, the one. You know, like that. You know, they love that. You know, it was awesome. Then 2 years later down the road, they sold it to Clear Channel and made it the Beat 96.1.
Okay.
Then the Beat lasted a good year. Beat Wild 104 because that's when Wild 104 changed their name.
Right.
Yeah.
From Beat 104 to Wild 104. And then we beat them for the 2 months in a row. All exciting. The ratings were up there. And then all of a sudden they started saying, well, we sold it back to Clear Channel. And they made it Recuerdos. So now it's playing nothing but oldie classic.
Yeah.
I don't want to say Tejano music because it's not really Tejano, but it's like Vicente Fernandez, you know, the older generation
Right.
of the real deep
Classical
Mexican.
almost.
Do you know, now that you know, it's been so long since I've listened to the radio. Just because, like, you know, with Bluetooth devices now in the
Oh, I
cars,
know.
it totally.
Streaming.
What's it called now? What's 94.5 called now?
Now it's called the Rock Station.
The Rock
the
Station.
Rock
Station.
94.5 The Rock Station.
The Rock Station.
That's why people will grow up their entire lives without it being Q94.5. There is no frame of reference to know the Q taco started from Q94.5.
Yeah.
Like that's insane.
But you would have to know, you know. Like,
Rudy, your taco has transcended this radio station.
Let me put it to you this way: the Q94.5 taco was born under the TechSmart logo.
Okay.
Because TechSmart was the one that had the big, the big taco challenge, right?
So it wasn't the Laredo Taco Company.
No, Laredo Taco Company was nowhere around yet, and it's because what happened was when Stripes came in, they bought out TechSmart.
Right.
And TechSmart just sold everything the way it is.
Right.
You know, and they were actually going to take the Q Taco off.
Yeah.
They actually did. They took it off for like about maybe a month and a half,
And
2
then
months.
People pick it in.
They're going in all the time, asking for it.
If it's not on the menu, you're going to make it how am I telling you to.
Was it like that Chinese revolt where people would set themselves on fire as a protest?
Actually, no, but they would actually tie themselves down, they chained themselves to the ground right there and everything.
Yeah.
And they would refuse to eat unless they made them a Q taco.
Oh,
And,
wow.
Yeah. So then they realized they were losing money because people, instead of buying their food, they would take off and go across the street to La Taqueria and get something
the people
from
what they want, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, do you still enjoy Laredo Taco Company tacos?
Yeah.
Like you go there and, I don't know what it is about them. I feel like it's
changed.
great. No, I feel like it's great. I don't know if maybe it's just the simplicity of they make everything on that flat grill or something, but I feel like it's so consistent.
What I kind of dislike about it now is that they don't serve you the way they used to serve you then.
How did they used to serve
Back
that?
then, your tacos would be nice, fat. One taco, just order an extra 2 tortillas and you get an extra 2 tacos out of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now it's just whatever the scoop is, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, that's for sure. But damn, you got to give it to them about consistency. Like it's pretty damn consistent. Would you agree, JB?
Yeah. They have a chart that tells them the Q.
Yeah.
This is the way you make it.
Yeah.
You know, and so you got to do it like that.
Yeah, and this is a corner store. A corner store. Like, have you seen that actually Anthony Bourdain, rest in peace, that he did a segment on his show on the Laredo Taco Company?
I didn't get to see that. No.
That's crazy, right? Yeah, like he visited the Laredo Taco Company, and people introduced him to it. And they were saying that I don't know. They were just like people that own taquerias come here to get their breakfast tacos, and like it's at a gas station.
Yeah,
and people love it so much.
I would say the reason for that is because let's just say, for example, everybody loves Whataburger.
Yeah,
except for now because Whataburger is no longer.
Yeah, they got
own. They got by Chicago, right? And if you actually taste their burgers, it doesn't taste the same.
Nah.
For me. If I keep eating the Laredo Taco Companies, they're great. They're good. I love it. They're awesome. But then you get tired of eating the same thing over and over and over again. You know, so long as I've been eating Q tacos. So every now and then I'll back away from it and I'll go to the other gas station, the Conoco or something like that, and just get a regular old
barbacoa,
or even a machacao or something like that.
I love barbacoa tacos.
Oh, I know they're the greatest, right?
To this day, is the Q taco still your favorite mixture of taco?
Of course, yeah, gotta be.
It's okay if
it's my creation. Yeah,
it's okay if it's not.
No. Hey, it's like you saying, are your kids still okay with you? You know, you still love your kids. You know, you created them. You know.
Well, that's why it's okay to say no. Okay.
I know, but no.
Okay,
you did not hear me say no. No.
All right, so I got the video up here. Let me bring it up. All right, let's see. All right.
Man, this was a while back too.
That was a long time ago. All right.
We're watching the video.
All right, here we go. Oh yeah. Oh wait, I think I have the volume.
Sound.
Yeah, my bad. I have the volume muted. All right.
Now, if you take a look at their tortillas,
small. That's in San Benito.
Parts unknown.
Yeah.
Most of the better restaurant chefs, you can find them at least once a week getting their food here.
Unbelievable. The gas station.
Yeah, that's the way that they put it out there. That it was like, wow, it's at a gas station that you're getting this.
I'll tell you what, if you really, really want to know, my taco, the Q taco, I wanted it originally with the chorizo bean.
Okay.
But because of Charlie having real bad heartburn,
okay,
it was the regular beans. But
Charlie keeps,
But think about it. Either way you see it, either with or without, it's still a damn good taco.
Yeah. Dude, it's so funny you say that because when I get the Q taco, I get it with chorizo beans.
Yes,
man.
chorizo beans is
Oh,
is
that's
the one
the
I was
real
doing.
one.
Yeah, yeah. Let me ask you something for real. Like, how many Q tacos can you eat
2.
in one sit down? Like, you go in the morning, you know, you haven't had nothing to eat.
Maybe 2 or 3. Like, I would say if I was really hungry, about 2 or 3.
No, 2.
2.
Yeah, well, I can eat more than 2, but like,
It fills me up.
yeah, I
does.
don't want to. I don't want to
does.
eat too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've also noticed today the tortillas aren't as big as they were back then too.
Yeah, we haven't noticed. We were prepubescent at that point.
We're still trying to figure out, you know, numbers.
But again, back then it was Tex Smart.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah, we were just worried about girls at that point.
Yeah, no, me and I don't know if you guys remember Keith West. Keith West, he used to work with me at Q94.5. Keith West passed away in 98.
Oh, okay.
99.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Great air jock. He was actually the one that got me into the Q.
Nice.
I used to work at, I started off DJing in 84 at Skateland. And then
Wait, Skateland.
Skateland in McAllen.
McAllen.
Yeah. There used to be Skateland in McAllen, Skateland 2 in McAllen. Then it came to Harlingen, Skateland, and Bronzeville, Skateland.
What's Skateland?
West Laco. Skateland, that's what it was called. Skateland.
It was just like a radio station? Or?
No, it was a skating rink.
Like a rink.
Oh, a
Yeah.
skating
A
rink.
big old
Oh,
skating rink. I was a DJ.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
I would
okay.
go
okay.
up there and tell everybody, hey, at this time we're gonna have couple skating. I
Yeah.
put on a big old 33
Yeah.
vinyl, like say for example,
Bring
a love
those
song,
back.
something. Yeah.
They should bring those back.
Well, we use those. We got a lot of great DJs on the Mix Masters. Big old shout out to the Mix Masters, Bobby Marcia, Nitas, and everybody. We have some DJs that do scratching on the vinyls, real nice. And they're all of our DJs for the Mix Masters. We like to put them what we call a work session. They come in at least once a week, sit there and study music, play music, try to blend music, mix music. And that's why we're called the Mix Masters. You know?
Right.
And these guys are on point.
I just can't believe that Charlie messed up the Q taco. That's pretty messed up.
He didn't mess it up. He just added his own, flavor to it. Of course, we just know.
Or
chorizo
lack
bean.
of.
Yeah, exactly. Mhm. But I tell you what, that man will sit there and he just salt the hell out of it. You know what I mean? And it's like, Charlie, slow down, bro. You know, that's why your cholesterol's so high.
Hey, Rudy, what about the burning truck? Can you tell us about the burning truck?
Oh, the burning truck. Okay, so again, remember I told you that they had said, Van Berkeley had said, well, we're going to add some new lights. We're going to paint it, do all this other stuff.
Yeah.
So I used to have those big old yellow, how can you say that?
Hazard lights, maybe?
Well, no, tow truck would come and turn on the big old yellow lights like that, right? And they took those off and put nice little red and blue kind, almost look like a
Like
police.
cops?
Almost. It can't be exactly like those, but it was a little bit different, right? And the blue color was a real dark blue, and the red color was a real light red.
Okay.
And then they had all these wires running into the bottom of the hood of the truck.
Yeah.
So these guys had 2 days to get that truck fixed because on Monday, I've got to be out on the road at 5.
Right.
It started my rescue, at 6 o'clock in the morning. And they call me Sunday night. Well, they call me Saturday night. I was doing an event at the island. It was spring break. I was at Charlie's Paradise Bar. It was me. It was John DeLisi, Shiloh Stevens, and we were doing the wet T-shirt contest.
Ah.
Okay.
Nice.
Shiloh, a guy or a girl?
No, Shiloh's a guy. Shiloh Stevens, yeah. His real name is Shiloh Fletcher. Hey, Shiloh, just if you heard that wasn't me, brother. Shiloh was our program director at the time. His father was Danny Fletcher, which was the general manager of Q94.5.
Okay.
And they called me and they said, on a Sunday night when you get back home from the island, whatever, you need to go to Van Berkeley Motors and go pick up the truck. It's ready to go for Monday. Okay, cool. So show up over there, go to Van Berkeley's. I call them and let them know I'm outside.
Easy enough, yeah.
Yeah, so then they come and they open up the gate, big old fat security guard. Hey, Rocky Rudy.
Wow, that's
I look at him, I go, yeah. That's right back to him,
Rest
And-
in peace, security guard. We don't know. We're pretty confident what happened to him.
Yeah, he's no longer here. Rest in peace. Is right. So I picked up the truck, took off. I had to be at the station that Sunday night because I was doing graveyard.
Right.
So I went in at midnight. It was actually already Monday. And I show up in the rescue truck real nice. It looked real pretty, real awesome and everything. And they had gotten me a jumpsuit, a one-piece jumpsuit, a onesie, if you will.
Okay.
Oh,
And
how nice.
it had the big old logo, well, Q94.5, the rock station, or the Valley's home of rock and roll.
Yeah.
And then I had Que Pasa. And then I had
¿Qué pasa? Q94.5.
and then 107.9 because those three stations were together. And I would run up and down the highway and I would call. My first report was straight to Q94.5.
Yeah.
After 94.5, it would be 99.5 Que Pasa.
Yeah.
After Que Pasa, it'd be 107.9.
Right.
Okay.
107.9, the program director in charge of that department is, his name is Russell Pimbleton, but he would go under Alex Durant. And he didn't want me using Rockin' Rudy on 107.9 because it was, the 80s, 80s, 90s,
Right.
and today's stuff, music, right?
So you burnt down the truck.
No, so I changed my name from Rockin' Rudy to Randy Rhodes.
Randy Rhodes. Okay.
Okay, and it's still he didn't like the idea because Randy Rhodes, Aussies,
Yeah.
And I'm like, either take it or
just
leave
a
it, or I just won't
name,
call
yeah.
you.
It's just a name.
Or I just won't call you. And I go, hey, I'm doing Que Pasa and it's Tejano under Rockin' Rudy, and you're the only one having a little bitch fit,
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what you get, So okay, fine. So he goes, go ahead and and Danny looked at me and said, Randy Rhodes is good. He's taking it.
Yeah.
Right.
I go, I really don't want to because that's not my name,
Right.
But
Yeah.
we did it. I did it like that.
Yeah. You met him halfway. Yeah.
Yeah. Even though he didn't want to, but yeah, that's what happens when you don't want to listen and the boss says do it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I took off at 5:30 in the morning when Big Al showed up and everything. And the first thing Big Al says, hey, buddy, don't forget the tacos. And I looked at him, right? And I go, give me some money, right?
Yeah.
And he looked at me. He's like, I'll get you the next time. But he always says that, but that's okay. I'll go get the tacos, come back. Here's Charlie. Here's that. And it was no longer bean and cheese. It was no longer bacon and egg. No,
Yeah.
it was Q tacos.
tacos.
Q tacos. Okay. But then all of a sudden, bring some to Bonnie, bring some to AC Cruz, bring some to Max Betancourt, bring some to Jerry St. James, bring some to Foxy Roxy.
You're buying way too many tacos.
I'm buying tacos for the whole. I'm talking just the air jocks.
As we all have gone through.
I'm talking just the air jocks, right? Then all of a sudden, the salespeople. Hey, how come you don't buy us any tacos? Stuff like that.
Because they're expensive.
And I go, yeah. Well, back then, they weren't really expensive. Back then, you get a Q taco for $1.50.
But I mean, like that amount of tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Add it all up.
You're already
Yeah.
at like 20 people, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
Talk about 35.
Yeah. So who burnt down the truck?
Well, the people at, I'm not going to say the name of the company that did the lighting or anything like that because they're still around.
Oh, no.
Just to save face, you know what I mean? And I'm cruising down the highway coming from McAllen, and God's honest truth, all of a sudden, I'm calling in and I'm talking to, what's his name? Jerry St. James on 107.9.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, heading down the highway and everything like that. Holy shit. I'm starting to get smoke coming in through the vent of the AC. What's going on?
Oh, you were in the truck.
I was driving. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I was driving. Right now, everything's real smooth on the highways, going left and right. Everybody
lit
having a
on
good time.
fire.
And all of a sudden, I just said it like that. And holy shit, I got smoke coming into the truck. I got to pull over. And just like, Rudy, are you okay? Rudy, are you okay? And I said, you mean Randy? Because remember, I'm supposed to be Randy Rhodes, not Rudy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Even in the face of death, you stayed true to your.
I had to. I had to. A true
good.
professional now. Okay, true professional.
Yeah.
So I'm pulling over, and I actually pulled over. Like you're getting off the highway, and you know how the highway, you got that little divider.
Yeah.
That device getting off the ramp
Yeah.
to beating the frontage.
Yeah.
I got right in the middle to that divider.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh God, what's going on? And I turn around and look at it right in front of the church, the Basilica, the big old,
Right.
big old church. So I get off, and Shiloh calls me. I heard what's going on. What's going on? Are you okay? What's going on? What's going on? Are you okay? I go, I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. I don't know what to tell you. This truck's starting to smoke.
There's just smoke everywhere.
Yeah, I had to get out. He goes, get out of the fucking truck. What are you still doing sitting there? Well, I'm talking to you, And back then, it was a phone that was connected,
to
to the
the
thing.
dash,
Yeah, and it had
yeah.
the cord, right? Because we didn't have wireless phone yet. I mean, we did. We had the little small Nokias, like that, right?
Yeah.
So he said, okay, well, hang up and get out of the truck. So I got out, right? And he goes, but check under the truck, see if everything's okay. Under the trunk of the truck. So me being a dumbass, I walk over there and I punch the thing, it pops open. I pick it up, all this flame comes out, right? And I just slammed it down. And where I slammed it down, all of a sudden I hear whoosh, and I start walking away from the truck, like walking fast. Not even 2 minutes go by. I got the ambulance, I got the fire department, the rescue, the fire department, the police. I got I got McAllen, Far San Juan, PD.
Yeah.
Everybody shows up. It was the biggest thing ever. The lanes turn into one, going, eastbound.
It was a huge inconvenience for the city.
Actually, it was the biggest excitement that the city ever had in their life. Because not only that, it was Rescue 945 from...
They had to rescue the
rescue truck.
Do you know, I think that's the biggest thing is that, like, you've done so much for the community. They had to pay it back, pay it forward to you.
Yeah.
When you were in need, that they would be there for you.
They were there for me.
And they all came together to help you out.
Well, the thing that really sucked about it is that's the day the music died. My Miss America. The reason I say that is because after that, no more Rescue 945, and I really missed it. I still miss it.
Yeah. Well, how appropriate that would be the way that it would go out.
It went in flames. That's right. Hey, when you're in rock and roll, you're gonna die in flames. That's right.
I've always heard that, like, in a news station, it's a great environment, but everything you get from management like sucks. Like, it's always there always seems to be complaints about management. How did you feel about being a disc jockey? What was the environment like?
Okay, so I got to do a little correction here, Mickey G. A disc jockey is somebody who is at a club playing.
Okay,
An air jock. An air jock.
I'm sorry. Okay. Oh my. Okay, I don't have my.
It's because you're right. Because I'm both. I'm a disc jockey and an air jock. Because I started off in a skating rink playing, doing clubs. Actually, my little brother, his name is Rocky. What's up, my little bro? He's up in Michigan, Kalamazoo. He started a breakdancing group. Okay. Because back then in the 80s, that's what it was, breakdancing. And since I was at Skateland, he would bring the crew over and they'd go out in the middle of the floor and do some performance and stuff like that. And I'd be doing the DJing. So then he named his crew Rex and Effects. Okay. Got a letter from the manager of the band known as Rex and Effects. You remember that band?
No.
All I want to do is zoom, a zoom, zoom. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that song.
Yeah. And we got a letter from them saying that because of rights, and we can't use that name.
Yeah.
And he spelled it just the same way they spelled it.
Yeah.
And my little brother sent him a letter. But I've had this name since I was 10 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm 15 now, 5 years now. And Rex and Effects just came out last year.
Yeah.
So, but they patented the name first.
Yeah.
Back then we're dumb, stupid. We don't know the idea.
He said it was
shame.
15.
Yeah.
For shame. For shame.
Yeah. So we went ahead. He changed the name to instead of Rex and Effects, it was called Shock. Okay. The Shockers. So, but I was DJing for them. I'd be on my scratching and everything like that while they're breakdancing, playing the songs they want to hear. And one of my little brother's breakdancers, his name was Ricky. His favorite song was Rex and Effects. And my little brother told him, "No, you're not gonna play that song." So, but that's just a totally different story then. But back to what we were talking about.
Well, let me put it this way. What was the best thing about working on the radio, the environment, the radio work environment, and what was the worst thing about the radio work environment?
The best thing working on the radio environment would be the perks.
As such?
As walking into any venue and just dropping the name. I'm rocking Q94.5 and come on in, sir, wherever you want to sit down,
Yeah.
You said he had a gas card too.
Well, back then, Van Berkeley, until the truck burned down, I lost it.
Yeah.
And then also a lot of places, big old thank you to everybody out there that supported us and everything like that as well. Everybody was great, special. Everybody took, every time they would talk to us, it made us feel good because they were communicating with us, And then you do have some air jocks out there that think they're bigger than life.
Yeah.
That are really assholes.
Yeah.
And they walk into a place and, I'm so-so and you got to treat me like royalty. You're not royalty. You ain't nobody. I'm one of the most humblest people there is in the stations, in the radio. Along, that there's a lot of us out there that are that way too. But then there's some out there that think that they're better than you.
JB, we have 700 subscribers, and JB calls himself the God Killer. So I don't know if
that's a different story, though.
I don't know if that goes towards that type of person you're talking about.
I'm a humble guy too, though. At the same time.
Yeah, but
yes, God
but
Killer.
JB, you ever been on the radio?
Nah.
No, okay,
Well, then shut your mouth, Jay.
There's the difference. Well, they used to call me the silver surfer of the radio stations because
okay.
when I was up in Houston, I was with Kaku Kaka in Spanish. In English, it was KQKK.
I was like, I heard caca.
Yeah, that Kaku Kaka, exactly.
Correct.
KQKK.
Oh, wow.
And it was a Tejano station.
Thank God for that Q in
Yeah.
there.
Well, otherwise it'd be KKK, right? Yeah. Can you imagine that? A Hispanic in the KKK clan? Yeah, cool.
It's like they had no idea.
Yeah.
It'd be like in Blazing Saddles. Man, didn't I tell you to wash your hands? I was there for a year and they sold it. And so that one went under, right? Then I went over to, with Q94.5, we were there for a while, and then they sold it. Went over to KIWW, they sold it, became The Beat.
Right.
Was on The Beat for like about 2 months.
Yeah.
Then they sold it, so they started calling me, you're the silver surfer for the radio stations, because basically all the radio stations you're going to,
They get
bought out.
destroyed. They're getting destroyed.
Wow, what a deep cut, right?
It is. Yeah,
You really have to understand the Silver Surfer
wasn't
like,
a good thing.
He was, what were they called? He was the what was it, to his ward? He was the one that.
Oh, he would go and he like just kind of check it out first, and then
He'd do the
him,
holes. He would dig the
yeah,
holes.
he
so
would dig the
just
holes
Yeah.
so that way he could the thing would eat the planets or whatever, right?
Yeah, and then he'd say my leash or my ward.
Well, he was
is
like a
ready for it.
prisoner of anything. Like,
Well, he was because he had his family and stuff like that.
Yeah, and
so.
Jerry, I do agree. I really do miss AM 1700. That was a great channel. Played a bunch of oldies.
710. 710.
Yeah, it was 710.
710.
Jerry, you asshole.
Hey! In his defense, he was never on radio, so
Yeah, you make me look like a normie, like a normie next to this guy. What's your problem? All right, so the worst thing about the radio environment was like cocky air jockeys.
The worst thing was competition amongst friends.
Okay.
Being that, I have friends that, like say we're Q94.5, Que Pasa, and KBOY. So Que Pasa was going against, Tejano, which is KGBT.
You were friends with them, but you also had to compete with them.
The worst day ever.
Oh my God.
The worst day ever was when we did Tattoo the Earth. This was in 1998, and it was at the Livestock Showgrounds in Mercedes.
Okay.
And
It was a bloodbath.
Yes, it was KTEX. It was KTEX. It was KGB, KGBT, Que Pasa, Q94.5, 107.9. Wow 104 wasn't there yet, but everybody playing their own music.
Yeah.
So you're
Like in the
hearing,
same spot.
well, in a little, yes, exactly. Like say, like for example, like the way we are right here, right? My Q rescue van is right. I mean, not rescue, but the van, the Q van was here.
Rest in
the
peace.
Que Pasa van was there, and so on, and the vans, and all the vans, they open up the things, big old speakers coming out.
Yeah.
So you walk into it, and you're hearing like a mix, like a bean and rice mix. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you hear country over here, and then you're hearing Tejano song, and you're hearing a norteño song, and then you're hearing the rock station.
Yeah, music is not like a Q taco. You can't just mix all these things together.
No,
it's not gonna. Yeah.
I mean, you can try, but you
It's
ain't
not
gonna
gonna
make
work.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is that when I went to KIWW because of the Sunburst Media being bought out by Entravision, I was going against Que Pasa.
Right.
And at that time, it was Bonnie Hernandez and Max Betancourt and AC Cruz. Both AC Cruz and Max Betancourt, rest in peace. We were doing a show, and it was Jay Pettis.
Okay.
And we were there first. So they come and they got all mad because we took their space or whatever like that. And the owner of the place comes out, which is Nano from the Villarreal. And he says, you guys need to move your truck because Que Pasa had paid for this or whatever like that. And I said, no, well, first come, first serve. I mean, who said pay for what spot? What are you talking about? You mean we have to pay for parking now?
Yeah.
Like, no, I mean, but, this and that.
The battle of the.
No. So Bonnie comes, tells me something, and we kind of like had a little heated, like, oh, fuck you, bitch. Fuck that. But then El Muñeco, which is Fernando, which is with us at KIWW, me, Bobby Macias, and AC Cruz again, he jumped in front of the van, the Que Pasa van. and he put a sticker of KIWW 96.1
Wow.
right in front of the windshield of the driver's side.
That's hilarious,
That's
though.
like tagging the rivalry gang tagging the territory. on the-
Exactly.
Sign or whatever.
And it
Wow.
wasn't just one sticker. It
Low.
was 3 stickers because he put one overlapping the other like that, and he put it so it was a big old a square. You know, it was
low.
It was
low.
And that's like one of the worst things that could happen at a radio station, because it's like if you're, for example, if I'm working with, say, WOW 104, right? And then I jump over to 107.9. So
You're
I
a
got to
trader.
change my whole, I got to change my whole thing and demeanor and everything. And then, you know, you can go over there and compete against aggro, but he's my brother, he's my cousin, you know, so I can't do that.
It looks bad. You go to a country station.
DJ
What, you're all
Aggros
country now?
is
Huh?
your
What you-
cousin.
And my cousin.
Wow.
He's also a mix master, yes.
How nice. It runs in the family. Do you know what? Speaking of fellow air jockeys, I've been noticing Rock and Roll James. He's doing some type of support for Bronco 956. Is that right? Do you know anything about that?
I really don't, because I mean, me and James talk a lot. He calls me a lot and everything like that. But when it comes to his PBT things like that, he knows I have a podcast. We don't really talk about things like that because he's got that special segment where it's behind the scenes, you know.
Oh, okay.
And he gets like one-on-one with people and stuff like that. And you know, of course, they pay a little bit extra to get to watch those behind the scenes, real down to earth, 101 type of hard hitting, you know, things that they talk about.
Okay.
And James is an excellent guy. I mean, I've known James forever. I mean, I'm 8 months older than him, and he calls me the Little Rock. I call him the Big Rock. Okay, well, pretty cool. But he's a very humble guy. He's very great. He's very straight. I mean, he's forward, tells it the way it is and stuff like that. But when I ask him, hey, so, you know, can you hook me up with, let's just say, for example, Bronco, so maybe I can have him come to my show? Just reach out to him on the internet. That's, you know, what he tells me. Like, go through the social media. You know what I mean? Like, he won't, you know.
He
but I
won't
understand
throw a
that.
brother a bone.
Oh, well, he won't throw you a bone. He'll give you the bone. So
He'll tell you the bone exists.
exactly. But it's the way the way that you have to for your podcast, well, for your fans, you know, your viewers and stuff, you know. And not me. I mean, you want their phone number here, and a lot of people, they tell me. Like Joe Martinez, well, we need you to get sponsors, so like that you don't have to worry about paying out of pocket. You know, get sponsors and stuff like that. Because anybody who comes to my podcast, I don't charge. You know, of course, nobody, right?
Yeah.
But they said, you know, well, we did pay for the lights, this and that, and all that stuff. So ask for some donations. But I don't really like doing that. You know? It's not me. But then, of course, you know, it does help out because, you know, 97.7 FM, the city is not just one. It's not just Rock and Rudy. We have like 10 or 12 other different podcasters.
Okay.
And it also brings out new podcasters, and then they veer off and start doing their own thing, you know?
Like a team of podcasters.
Well, yeah, exactly. But everybody does their own different kind of segments and stuff. You know? I have Rene, who they do Tailgate 956.
Okay.
And all they do is nothing but sports.
Right.
But then here comes Rock and Rudy and starts doing sports boxing events.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's their thing. But boxing's also a talent.
Yeah.
And my show is about people who've got talent.
Yeah.
Now, somebody said, is it just Valley talent? I go, no. It's anybody who's got a talent. If you're in San Antonio, Japan, wherever,
doesn't matter.
we can Zoom. Yeah,
If
we can Zoom.
if Barack Obama wanted to join the show, we'd be more than willing to
What
oblige
talent would he
him.
have?
yeah. The only thing is, Barack, if you were to come to my show, I'm not going to give you water or anything like that. Bring your own shit. You know?
No water.
No, I'm joking.
For
I'm
the former
joking.
president.
Well, yeah, I mean, because I don't see him walking in and say, hey, Rock and Rudy, you can have a taco. Yeah, right.
If he did, though, right, that would completely change your life.
And it better be a cute taco, brother.
Even someone like me, I have so much, like, obviously I'm nowhere politically aligned with Obama, but I would still like humble myself to
You need some water?
anything I could do for you.
Yeah. No, it's for me. I love the people that come on my show because my show it's a live show, just like you guys. It's live, and it is through a radio station, of course. And I do tell all my special guests to come out gotta try to watch with the language because you know it is a radio show, and you know we don't want to get fines, nonprofits like that. Yeah, yeah. And then all of a sudden, the first thing, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, I didn't mean to say that. Fuck, you know?
Yeah.
You know, but that you know it's a you know it's okay. You know, I mean. But then it all depends on how many times they say that word, you know. Just like you were telling me earlier.
Yeah.
You know, if you're gonna say the F word like 6, 7, 10 times in a row, then Mr. Martinez is gonna say, okay, now we're gonna have to cut the show.
Yeah.
That's why he's the boss. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Chill out, dude. Like every other word doesn't have to be like, you know, the F word. Yeah. It's just, you know, sometimes
Just
it could be
forget sometimes. You know? Like,
it's not a matter of forgetting. It's too like,
I forgot I was supposed to be professional.
so
Like,
you
I'm
normally
sorry.
talk like that? You normally, every other word is the F word?
Oh,
All right.
I've had who was it? Some one of the rappers that came on the show.
Yeah.
And I know him and personally, I know him very well. And the first thing I told him is, you're going to come on the show, but you got to leave the N word out, period.
Yeah.
You know, because the N word is, you know, you can't do it. You know, that's the one word I don't like. You know, I personally don't like that word, bro. And a lot of my friends that talk like that, and they look at me, because it eats me up that people say that word, because if they really know the true meaning of it, then they know exactly how disrespectful that word is. Now, even if you're not that genre, should I say, right? But yeah, he came on the show and everything like that, and he was about to, and he bit his tongue like.
Well, I was like, how'd you know?
Because I looked at him because I know him so well that I already know how he is.
I was gonna say it must have came from a really hateful place, because that's whenever they really accent the.
Well, yeah, and then after the show, they let me have. Can't believe it.
They had to let it out.
Yeah, like that. Well, hey, it's just like when you have to go to the restroom and you're doing
like
the
a
show, you
sneeze.
can't do anything.
Yeah.
And then once the show's over, what's the first thing you go do? Run to the restroom and sit down and go, come on, ice cream.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, actually, okay. Look. Okay. Back to what I was referencing. The reason why I'm asking that is because I don't know if like you've experienced anything like this, but when he, I don't know what he's trying to do for this Bronco 956 guy, but he put up a post that somebody DM'd him that you definitely lost a listener, but you can keep that embarrassment of Bronco, a loot of talent in the RGV. But of course, you want to jump in the bandwagon of that ridiculousness misspelled. And
ridiculousness.
Ridiculousness.
it still pronounces correctly.
I don't know, dude.
It's just spelled incorrectly. Ridiculous.
His statement is invalid.
Well, you know, especially with the word deaf at the very beginning there. Deaf, lost. Okay,
I
know. And you know what? And I honestly tell you the truth, Rock and Roll James probably didn't even lose no sleep over that, because he's got over 1 million subscribers and listeners and followers and stuff, that one off the bandwagon, like he said, okay, fine.
Yeah.
I want to say that the big issue is with the Bronco 956 is when I don't know if you all saw the one where he got in a fight, where they were dancing.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Oh, wait, you know what? I think I did actually.
Yeah,
I saw a small
he was
clip
at
of that.
He was like at a wedding or something like that. Him and his new wife.
Yeah.
Right.
And they were at a wedding and they were dancing. And the guy that got in a fight with Bronco was making like little gestures to his wife while they were dancing.
Yeah.
Right.
And the wife told him, and they were dancing. He turned around and he saw like, and then he went out there, and the guy just jumped on him and everything and had him on the ground, dragged him a little bit.
Yeah.
And then everybody comes in
And what's your problem with that?
well, I don't know what the problem was like that, but what Rock and Roll James was probably trying to do was, what Rock and Roll James was probably trying to do is to the support being that if you're going to try to hit on a man's wife, you better expect the man to do something.
He was trying to say that there was nothing wrong with what he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
So,
got you.
and
That
I'm
makes
thinking that's what it is. Again, I don't quote me on that because I'm not too sure, but I can find out and give James a call and see what he says.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I was just curious about it. I don't know if I don't know if you've gone through anything. Hey, do you know how this Bronco guy became
So famous?
Yeah,
Like, just
Valley
so-
famous.
Well, you know the band Bronco.
No, absolutely.
There is. Wow, really?
Yeah, there's more I don't know than, than what I do know.
Bronco is a big time national Mexican band in Mexico and everything like that. And
okay.
it's like a Intocable, like Sólido, Más, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they're more norteño, down to earth, hardcore Mexican band.
Bronco the
So
band.
what? So
The
what?
band is called Bronco.
So what? Like the lead singer looks like him, or what?
That is the lead singer.
Oh, he is the lead singer.
Oh.
Yeah, the
What?
Bronco 956.
Oh, so he's
Yeah.
actually like talented. He
Yeah.
actually does something.
You got, I know you got YouTube. Look, put up the Bronco,
Dude,
the band.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
let me-
like just nobody just took the name Bronco 956, stuck it on himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that was the impression I had.
Wait,
That
what?
makes so much
Just
more
put Bronco.
sense.
There you go. You see? Look.
Oh, this is it. All right.
Yeah,
All right, let
that's
me-
the. You can go down lower and you can see more. And
Yeah,
there
let
he is right there. You see? Look right
Oh
there. You see him?
yeah.
Oh my!
Look at him. There he is right there.
I had no freaking
I had
idea.
no
All right, let me.
idea.
I need to make sure that the volume's off. That's good.
Yeah, because then they'll get taken off. with the
I
music.
did not know
Look at him.
he's an actual
Wow.
like
Yeah.
He's a
musician.
bassist. I'm a bassist. He's a bassist. We're friends already.
Do you know? Look, I'm sorry for my ignorance. I really am. But
No,
too.
but it's again, it's just the genre of music you listen to.
Exactly.
wait, Julian's saying he's not the actual
No,
guy.
he's
a
not the
doppel-
actual guy.
Oh.
He's a twin, if you will.
Oh, what
But
the hell?
that's why he's
I thought he
called
was the actual
Bronco
guy.
956.
My mind is blown twice now.
Yeah, no, but the thing is that this guy is so close to him. You're like that. They know each
okay,
other.
okay.
So that is another reason why too that Rock and Roll James defends him a lot too, because
Yeah.
he's not saying that he's that multi guy like that, but
Yeah.
And then they have what you would call it. He plays a lot of music like him. He sings. He's
Yeah.
the perfect.
He does look like him.
Look at
Yeah,
him.
that's true. Yeah.
His name's Lupe.
Yeah.
No one that makes sense now.
Now, if you go back and look at the other picture, you'll see.
Yeah.
You'll
Put them
see where-
side by side. Yeah.
Yeah,
That does make sense. He does look like
a lot. Like
Okay.
him.
Man, I was really hoping he was the real
Bronco
singer.
956. That makes sense.
Wait, not Bronco, Bronco.
Bronco.
You gotta say it right.
Yeah.
Look,
no,
I have a hard time with Spanish to begin with, man.
That's
Like,
why
please.
somebody had asked like you should bring Bronco 956 onto the show, and it was like
And I wouldn't even be
can't
even
even
if he
talk to
agreed
him.
to, I wouldn't be able to talk to him. I don't.
he doesn't
speak
know
any-
Spanish.
Yeah, I don't speak Spanish.
And your last name is Gonzalez?
Yeah. yeah.
It's actually Gonzales. It's Gonzales.
It's what's his name? There is a Christian singer. Go by the name of Rick Diaz,
okay.
and his name is
Diaz?
Ricardo Diaz. Yeah. Yeah, it's so funny, but that's cool. And
Hey, we're out there.
It happens.
We're all out there.
my grandson, his name is Carson. He's 7 years old. I asked him, "What's your full name?" Carson Dean Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Does that make you angry?
No.
You know, it
he's,
doesn't make you-
he's young. So
No.
he'll be-
I don't mean.
Oh, like if somebody.
I don't mean angry at him, but does that make you angry? That did you just name my grandson Carson?
Carson Dean Rodriguez. I was kind of hoping they'd name him, like Rock and
It's not
Rudy or
Carson. It's not Carson. It's Corazon.
No, I would have been. I'll just love the little man. So Carson's
Yeah.
good,
Carson.
Yeah.
CD, CD.
CD,
Yeah,
So,
you can love him and be angry about the name.
well, the way they say it, yeah, right.
Yeah.
But I call him CD, and then my ex-wife said, "CD, you mean the guy from Texas Ranger? Walker, Texas Ranger." CD was the
CD
old man.
Walker. What was
No,
his
no,
name?
the old man that was there in the show with him in the movie.
Yeah, that's an old show.
Yeah. All
Saw
right.
it when I was a
I have
kid.
another video queued up. I just thought that this was pretty cool. I don't know. Do you follow professional wrestling,
Yeah.
WWE, all
Oh, yeah.
that stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how long ago this interview was done, but this is Becky Lynch.
Right.
She's one of the more famous female wrestlers
boss.
in the WWE.
boss.
The man.
The man.
The man.
The man.
And they asked her what her favorite, I think, venues were, and Hidalgo made the cut.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's-
The big old paint arena.
Town, like the rowdiest fans, best arena.
In America?
Or the world.
Or the world? Ooh, Santiago in Chile is pretty nuts.
San Diego and Chile?
Santiago.
In Chile.
Yeah.
Santiago, he's at Santiago.
goes back to the accent problem.
Santiago.
Oh,
Santiago.
Santiago.
Yeah.
The Chileans love their wrestling. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, great. But in America, you'll go to and this would be kind of more like house shows. we don't do a lot of TV there, but like Hidalgo in Texas, amazing crowd.
Wow. Pulled it out of nowhere. Hidalgo.
Hidalgo.
Everything's bigger, baby.
And
Who'd
the
have
reason,
thunk?
and the reason why, because Mexico's right across the street.
Yep.
It is, you know, and that's why they say. I actually did not get to see that one, but yeah, a lot of times when they do come down, because I remember when I was with Q94.5, we went to the island to a WWE. It was 2 weeks before WrestleMania,
Right.
And they stopped for Monday Night Raw at the convention center at the island.
Yeah.
Right.
And I ran up to Hulk Hogan. That was before he became NWO Hogan. You know,
Yeah.
Right.
or Hollywood Hogan, right?
When was this?
It was like 97,
Yeah.
98.
All right.
It was a while back. I want to say that's when it was.
Yeah. Could you do me a favor and get behind the mic? Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
you're
was
good.
getting for it. So basically, I ran up to him and I said, "Hey, Hulk, when are you going to come back out in the yellow red?" He goes, "As soon as I get my ass kicked."
So never.
That's all the time. He's not starting to get his butt kicked all the time. But yeah, that was like my biggest thing ever, because when I was younger, I loved that, you know, the All American song, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did it bother you when he said the N word?
He didn't say the N word. When did he say
He
it?
went on a tirade.
He was like that.
I was kind of like, I was disappointed. Yes, I was. Yeah, I was. I was very disappointed. Also with Kramer, I was very disappointed with him, you know.
You a fan of Seinfeld?
Huh?
You a fan of Seinfeld, the show? The TV
Oh,
show?
yes, I love Seinfeld.
That's what.
I love
My
that.
favorite is Lois when she starts doing dancing.
She started dancing.
I can't believe it. Yeah, I love it. I love
That's
it.
why it's so disappointing when they go on N-word Reds.
Yeah. But honestly, if you really think about it, they say that when they get pissed off.
Yeah.
That's when the true
The true
colors
colors.
come out, right? Anyway,
They can't hide it.
That
once
makes
you
it,
say it, you can't bring it back.
that
you know?
makes it so much worse.
It does. It does. It does.
So much
Yeah.
hate
Oh, my
behind it.
David Lee Roth came down to the Valley, and I introduced him on stage, and I was all excited. Danny Fletcher, John DeLisi, myself, Keith West, Rick Diaz, just to name a few of the jocks that were there because of Diamond David Lee Roth being there.
Right.
And it was his skyscraper tour. And
Gotcha.
of course, what was his name? Steve I. And Shiloh goes, "ROCKNRUDY, go introduce him." And I looked at him, right? And I go, "You want me to go introduce him?" "Yeah, okay, I'll go." I went around the long way, came down the middle of the floor, you know, the dance floor, because then you go to the stage. And I just did, whoa, and jumped up, and I did a split up in the air like David Lee Roth.
Did you have a guitar?
No.
Oh,
I did
you were air
just
guitar.
guitar.
Oh,
And I
okay,
jumped
okay.
and did that, right? But
Yeah.
when I came back down, one of my legs decided not to really land right, and I pulled the hamstring. So I'm like,
Oh, that sucks. Isn't was it David Lee Roth that's really into like
the martial arts.
Yeah, martial arts.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
You know, Van Halen, that's what he would always do. He'd always jump and do those big old splits in the air and everything like that.
Yeah.
You know, do the big old high kicks and stuff.
Was he the same one too, where he used a metal thing on a New Year's show and he accidentally cut his nose?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that happened live on TV.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's really into martial arts. Yeah,
Yes.
that's why you went too in. You have to understand that those moves, there's training behind it.
Okay, true story. Back in the day, I'm actually considered a third-degree black belt. Me and
Oh,
my cousin,
I'm
cousin.
sorry.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Let me tell you.
I'm sorry.
My cousin, Tony Torres, Tony Henry Torres, they have a karate academy here in Mission. It's called
Nice.
TNT Karate Academy.
Nice,
you know,
nice.
Torres and Torres Karate Academy.
Oh, that makes sense.
And so in high school, well, junior high to high school, we had the dojo, training people and stuff like that, doing splits. But I wasn't really good at doing splits. You know?
Right.
I mean, I do something. You know, like
We know.
Me either.
we found out the hard way. My cousin Tony would put a chair and he'd actually do a split. You know, with two
man.
chairs like that, he'd sit like that. You know, he's got
Yeah.
pictures where he's doing that. Me, I'd be like,
I'm not that flexible.
Yeah.
So when I did that, I was already like 3-4 years out of doing anything
Yeah.
like that. And then I was already married.
Oh,
And,
that's why you.
Yeah. When you get married, you know, a lot of
gain
things
some
that you
weight.
used to do, you don't do no more.
You get happy, right?
Yeah.
You get
Well,
happy.
You get happy, and you know you're, yeah. A lot of great stuff started happening. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
The body starts wilting.
the body starts doing changes. Yes, it does. But that was like my biggest thing ever. I got to meet David Lee Roth.
That's awesome.
I got pictures with him. I no longer have these pictures because when me and my ex-wife got divorced, a lot of the stuff that I had, she threw away.
Oh my God, everything went wrong.
I had a whole wall
Yeah.
full of CDs, albums, tapes, cassettes, should I say.
Haven't you seen the movies to where that's the first thing the women like
Destroyed.
She sold it in a garage sale.
Well, at least she.
I had original copies of, say, Holy Diver,
My Heart,
Ozzy, a bunch of stuff, and sold everything for about $1.
Wow.
Buy 5 albums for $5 and get 2 extras. You know,
Just like
I
that.
had a bunch of comic books. I don't know if y'all ever remember a comic book with Punisher where they gave him a shot and he turned black.
Oh,
Yeah, the Punisher. Yeah, that's the Punisher magazine, and I had that. It was like a limited edition. I had bought it. I even had it covered with the real
Sealed,
nice board,
yeah.
real nice. She sold that sucker for $1.
wow.
Yeah.
Who knows how much that's probably worth?
I don't know. I just
You don't look it up just because you're like, it's gonna get you angry.
Shame. For shame. Hey, here's one thing I wanted to run by you, and this is actually good news. I don't know, okay, so it turns out, and this is more of a world stage kind of thing. President Biden has posted on X a couple of days ago, folks, inflation has fallen below 3% at its lowest level since March of 2021. And prices are still too high. We have to work more to lower costs, all that stuff. But we're making real progress with wages rising faster than prices for 17 months in a row.
I don't see it.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that, Rockin' Rudy? Your life is so much better today than it was in March of 2021.
My life was a lot better back in 1995, 96, 97. Because I was getting paid well and the prices weren't high.
Yeah.
And now, even if you get paid well, the prices are still high.
Oh, yeah.
You don't feel the effects of that of the lower inflation. You don't
I'm
feel
supposed
like
to just read this tweet and just take his word for
and,
it, right?
and just feel like everything's better.
And then you're talking about Biden, the man who couldn't even find a way out.
Yeah. We know he's not the one who posted this.
Yeah,
We know
somebody else posted this for him.
We'll go ahead and put it to you this way. Whatever happened to the nickel gum? Whatever happened to the 99-cent tacos? You know?
Yeah.
Man, I get so depressed when I look at a McDonald's value menu. It used to be the
$5,
McDonald's dollar menu.
$5 used to take you a long way, man.
Yeah.
Even the 99-cent store changed its name to almost 99 cents.
Oh my God, that is so depressing. The Dollar Tree.
The
Now
Dollar
it's
Tree.
like,
If you read the sign, it says Dollar Tree plus tax.
The Dollar Tree used to be where everything's a dollar. Now you
dollar.
can hardly get anything for $1.
Nothing. That's not even no more. You know.
Not
it's
even
just-
nothing.
And if you're, it's 1301. Oh, I only have $13. I need that penny.
Yeah. It adds up.
and then, even then, you don't even care. People don't even carry cash anymore. So it's like all, credit cards or whatever, like digital.
When we do DJing services and stuff like that, we ask for cash because we learned a long time ago, and long time ago, people write us a check. Checks bounce.
Yeah.
And you're calling these people about the checks bouncing, and they're not answering your calls.
In our
You have to actually really go to their house and knock on the door.
In our generation, we don't even know what checks are.
Yeah, I think by the time we were born, we were already going into I don't know,
Yeah, people were weaning off of checks.
Yeah, I never got a checkbook. Never got one.
Never, ever.
Never, because when I opened my account, it was just, here's your debit card. Here's,
Just activate it and go.
Just activate it and go.
We've gotten so lazy, it's unreal. Put it to you that way.
Yeah.
Back in the day, we had to actually remember phone numbers.
Right.
Oh, that's the worst part.
No. My daughter, Dad, what's my phone number? 2. What do you mean 2?
Speed
I got you a speed dial 2, right?
Oh, yeah.
And back then it was rotary dialing. You miss a hang up and do it all over again.
Oh my God.
I never lost my cell phone. I never dropped it because there wasn't no cell phones then. It was all hanging on the wall. I talk big old long ass cord and stuff.
No 2-year contracts to pay for your new phone every 2 years.
Man, that's one of the things that I love technology so much. I want more technology. I want to be lazy. I want it.
You are lazy.
I want it to
You're
just
not being. You are lazy.
plug into me and it do everything that I will.
So you're trying to be cyborg. Okay, I got you.
No, I'm trying to be a blob of meat that
it's already happening. Check it out. They were talking about it in Japan. The McDonald's no longer have people, human people working.
Oh, that's the people are the worst part of McDonald's.
Well, I mean, can you imagine? You walk up to a
I
robot.
cannot stand the people at McDonald's.
Well, I want to know what's going to happen the day one of those robot mechanical arms does your burger wrong.
Do you know when I
make a free one?
You can't argue with the robot because it's the arm, right? They could just
just make it wrong again.
I don't know. I feel like I can just depend on like robots, automation more than I can depend on. I just can't stand for example, the self checkouts at Walmart, at HEB. Oh, I love it. I cannot stand the cashiers at Walmart.
No,
if anything, I tell my wife I can't wait till they get rid of all these people. I just want to go there, do my business, and not have to do.
And what are you going to do when the register doesn't work right?
I'm going
to have to call somebody.
I'm going to call support.
Sometimes also, if you're single, you meet people like. Like
for me is I'd rather sit there and look at a good-looking cashier, a beautiful girl, doing, checking, doing my checkout, stuff like that, and I'm checking her out,
She hates her job. She's angry and bitter.
It's okay.
That's been my experience.
That's why her talking to me is that bright light in her day.
JB, you're no woman's savior.
Hey, I tell you what, you smile at a girl, I guarantee she's gonna smile back.
Yeah, well, that didn't happen when JB did it, right?
No, JB, what happened?
Right?
That's what happened a couple of times.
Inquiring mind, you want to know?
It's fake.
That was just that one time.
What happened?
But I think she was married.
It's fake.
No, what happened?
Corned beef
that's
is fake. Is that what it said?
You can't even. You can barely hear.
Yeah,
it.
it's lower than the rest. I need a re.
It was me saying I was going off on a rant on how porn is not real. I don't know.
On how porn is not real?
It's not real.
When was the last time you made a porn movie?
It's been a while.
With somebody, brother, not by yourself, okay? That don't count.
The OnlyFans. The OnFans counts now.
You know what? That's something that I freak out on now. Everybody's like,
that's something that you love about technology.
Yeah, no. The thing is that nowadays it's like, of course I know a bunch of people, and I love all the people that know me and I know and everything like that. My biggest quote is, "I'm famous, just not rich."
Right.
Because a lot of people know me, and I'm grateful for that because of radio and everything and back in the day. But girls that I used to know, like say, because I also worked at Fantasyland Skate Center from 90 to 99. At 95 is when I started the Q, and then at 99 just kept going. Then left the Fantasyland Skate Center. A lot of the girls and guys that were young kids, of course, are older now.
Right.
Fan only.
Yeah.
It's like, what? I remember you were just a little girl, and now you're doing this.
Oh my God, that is so disturbing.
No. And what really most disturbing was when Exoticas used to be open.
Oh,
and
no.
we would go do remotes there, or we would go do shows there.
Oh yeah.
And hey, ROCKNRUDY, don't you remember me? No, I used to be at Fantasyland Skate Center skating around.
Oh my God,
no. And you're walking around just like.
I knew you when you were 5.
When you were 6, 7.
You had so much potential as a child. Now you're a stripper.
True story. One of the girls
or dancer. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah,
professional dancer.
Yeah, we don't call them strippers no more. Now they call them dancers. Professional pole dancers. That's what they are.
There you go.
One of the girls used to Exoticas because they closed it down already when she used to work there. And she came up to me and she goes, "You did my 8th grade birthday party at Fantasyland Skate Center."
Oh my God.
I'm like, what? I did what?
And then followed by, "Do you want to dance?
Do you want a lap dance?" No, like that, right? And
did she give you a dance or what?
No.
Oh yeah.
No,
okay, that's fine.
If she did, if she would have, I would say it for real. But no, she. I didn't get no lap.
You would have
because I was working. Because I was working.
Or how about this? If she offered you the lap dance, would you have taken it?
I was working. No. No, gotta be professional.
How about this?
I would say I'll come back tomorrow. I'm off.
There you go.
All right, fair enough.
Now, if she would say the offer stands only for today, well then keep it. Because I'm not gonna run begging for it either.
Yeah.
No. One other got a girl at Stilettos. She's remember we used to go out with my mom? What?
Oh my God.
That's the hard one right there. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
when you know you're like, maybe I know too many people. Or
a
maybe
lot of
like,
people. Yeah.
Shut up and get back to work. Don't.
And I'm like, what are you doing working in Stilettos? Well, you left my mom. Oh, it's my fault, right?
Oh my God.
Okay, yeah.
What the hell? No.
It's like your mom knew I didn't have money, so that's kind of more on her.
Well, yeah, you know, but the little extra that I would give would work, you know.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's free of charge.
Oh man, do you know what? My wife and I are having a baby girl.
Oh yeah,
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Is she like how many months is she or what?
She's already 6 months.
Ooh, and it's your first baby?
Is our first child.
And it's a girl.
And it's a girl?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I have 2 daughters.
Oh,
Me and
okay.
my ex-wife only had 2 daughters. We were blessed with 2 beautiful girls.
Yeah.
My oldest was born in 95. My youngest is 97. And my youngest is my birthday gift. She was born on my 30th birthday.
Nice.
Oh,
nice,
how
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Any advice to this new?
Love
father?
them. Love your daughters. Keep them close to you.
Keep them away from the pole. Keep them close away from the pole.
Well, you honestly don't push them because then you'll push them away.
Right.
And one thing for sure is always work your butt off for them. I'm going to tell you what, true story. Me and my ex-wife, we got divorced in 2002, and I never missed a child support payment, nothing like that. And
Yeah.
every month she was getting, well, for both girls.
Right.
And there was the pay. You know, there was the pay.
Yeah.
And that was one thing good about, you know, the radio life. We were getting paid well back then.
Oh, nice.
And of course, Q94.5 and still is the only rock station in the Valley. And so a lot of people are jamming, you know, to the rock music, but not so much the radio. It's, you got Pandora, you got Spotify, you
YouTube.
got all that, you know, and the only thing missing is the voice behind the mic.
Right.
Yeah.
Some people would tell me, well, we hear you on the radio all the time, and now that I'm standing here looking at you, I close my eyes and I can hear you, you know?
Yeah.
Well, that's basically what it was. Back then we were the big guys behind the little mic, but nobody could see us.
Yeah.
And then little by little, you know, here comes
The faces.
the faces and stuff. And now that people can put the voice to the face,
Yeah.
sometimes I would tell some of our other jocks, man, you have a face for radio, bro. Stay behind the mic.
Oh no! Look! Oh no! It looks like we got hit by Badissi. Oh no! Badissi 123 on YouTube just hit us with the the Badissi. I don't know. This guy goes around and just your guess smells like Badissi, but he's your guess like he misspelled guess.
So, but I smell like Badissi?
Yeah.
How can he smell me? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Who is it?
Badissi 123. Yeah, it's a very notorious internet troll. He goes around on different videos and he Badissis people.
Oh,
yeah. So
this is a good thing.
Well, hey, hey, Padesi 123. If you can smell me from where you're at, then you're a fucking miracle person, bro.
Yeah.
Because you can smell me through the internet.
That's amazing.
You are the man, the shit. I would love to shake your hand. Why don't you come on over?
Yeah, don't mind him. He's a troll. He goes around the internet and just causes mischief and mayhem. We don't pay him.
I'm
no
actually
mind.
honored though. You know?
No, I'm honored. I'm honored because he can smell me.
Hey, can't smell you, JB.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
No, but either way, we're on the stream and he's, trolling us.
Do you know? Speaking of finances, do you mind or what year of car do you have? Vehicle?
I have a old beat up 2003 Ford Taurus.
Yeah, there you go. And I have a 2016 Honda Civic, and the biggest mistake I did was trade in my 2013 Honda Civic for my 2016 Honda Civic. I love that car. So I would love to still have that car right now.
I love getting my hands dirty, working on my car, not taking it to a mechanic because of all the special things now that they have.
Yeah.
Like the Teslas, they're electric cars.
Yeah.
They don't run with no oil, nothing like that. So you can't change the oil on it. And I itch for doing things like that. You know? Getting my hands greasy and all that stuff.
They build them to where they're the only ones who can
fix them.
Yeah, they can fix them. If not, the warranty
Which
goes
is
out.
smart, Like
yeah, but that's how the way they make their money. I mean,
Yeah.
nowadays mechanics will charge you $100 an hour.
Charge
just
you whatever they want.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna go take a look at your car. It's going to be $85.
Yeah. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because I think there's like I've been wanting to say this, or we've talked about this financial
Freedom.
Financial freedom, to where if they've done surveys to where like a huge percentage of the American population cannot afford a $1,000 emergency. So if an emergency were to come up and they needed $1,000, they would not be able to afford it. They don't have it in the bank set aside. Okay. Well, these vehicles, like if you're to buy a brand new 2023, 2024 vehicle, they're tens of thousands of dollars.
Yes.
And here in the Valley, it's like almost like 40 grand, or like everyone has trucks. Everyone has trucks, and trucks are expensive, like 40, 50, 60, 70 grand. Like
It's almost a house.
Exactly.
Like a $1,200 payment a month.
Yeah.
So how in the world are we in the lowest income area, and yet so many people have assets that are tens of thousands of dollars worth, and they can't afford an $8,000 emergency?
You just answered your question.
It's
Stop talking to yourself.
and it's because of loans. They get themselves into.
What is it?
I honestly think it's because a lot of people nowadays are doing companies with the LLC at the end.
Right.
They're
Wait, what do you
paying
mean?
themselves.
Wait, what do you mean? I don't know.
Like, in other words, what's the one thing that's popped up the most lately? Chiropractors.
Car washes and
Well,
Oh, you're
chiropractors.
saying that people are getting hit by.
Like, in other words, like, say, for example, my youngest daughter, she's a chiropractor. She's up in Amarillo.
Okay.
When she graduated from Texas A&M in College Station,
Nice.
she went to Parker University for chiropractor, and she was there for another 3 years. As soon as she graduated, there was a company called Joint Chiropractic that's big time in San Antonio, but they're not down here in the Valley. But they opened up a new facility in Amarillo. They offered my daughter a $20,000 sign-on bonus to go work over there.
Yeah.
For 2 years. And who is not going to say no to
It's
that?
a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as soon as she graduates, that's where she gets the experience and everything. And her goal is to come back down to the Valley and open up her own chiropractic.
Just put in her 2 years, and then she's done. Boom.
And a lot of people down here that are doing that, they have those places that the spas, like the Sanchez spas. They're the Sanchez Spa LLC. The LLC means that the person in charge of the place pays themselves.
Right.
And they make good money. Dentists, they make good money. Doctors,
Oh no,
nurses.
but I guess I mean like on the popular level. There's people that are living in La Gallina that that have trucks, like, and so like I just
drug
mean,
dealers. I'm just kidding. Hey, I'm gonna put you this way.
Drug dealers get loans too.
Yeah, you see those guys that are running around like that. They got those big ass gold chains and everything like that. But then they're walking around with sandals, open toe sandals and stuff like that, and their pants halfway down their butts and stuff like that. And they get into a awesome Lincoln and stuff.
Yeah, like you said, your car was an 08, right?
It's 03.
03. How much do you have to pay off of the loan for your car?
I don't.
He owns.
I own it.
Exactly.
It's mine.
Exactly.
Yes. And I take care of it. I do the tune up on it. I do the full overhaul on it. Drain the oil and fresh oil, change the filters. I mean, why am I going to go spend $60 for somebody to do it for me when I can do it myself?
Which the average person should be able to know. Should
Exactly.
have these skill
I think
sets.
Depends.
I
but
think
they
people
don't.
have been so brainwashed that like you need to take out a car loan. You need to, like, if you want to own, have a car, you need to take out a loan. And they don't see it as a loan. They see it as a payment. And they're going to live the rest of their life paying that payment. And they've just become conditioned to it. They're like I'm going to
This is life.
I'm going to set aside hundreds of dollars and it's all going to go towards the car. Right. So every month, hundreds of dollars of my paycheck is going to go towards a car. And it's a tens of thousands of dollars asset, which is in a loan, which now they're stuck with. I think they've just been so conditioned that this is normal.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I got a friend of mine. When he was younger, he got a house. He got a loan for a house.
Yeah.
$150,000 loan to get a house.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm wondering, back in the day, what was it that he did or did he have to give up for collateral
Right.
for the house
Yeah.
to be able to get that loan? Well, he didn't have anything for collateral. Instead, he started his own business, and his business is power washing.
Okay.
So he goes out there in front of Stripes and, wherever, and he power washes the whole parking lot and stuff like that. He charges a pretty good fee, but I see the point of why he charges so much, because it's his own equipment. He's got to buy the chemicals. He's got to do all this, plus the gas, plus the vehicle and stuff.
Yeah.
And so now he's got the house is paid off already and everything like that, that he's renting that house out and has another house.
Yeah.
So it's the smart way of doing it. Like me, I'm, like my daughters, I am so grateful, and I thank God every day for them and my ex-wife, because my ex-wife's the brain. My daughters got the brains from their mom, because dad's dumb as dad's dumb as shit.
What do you mean? You made the cute taco.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
genius.
But listen to this. My ex-wife has the brains, but I have the looks. My daughters are beautiful, but thank you to daddy, of course.
Wow.
Yes, the women carry the babies, understandable. They're the
Men have the
incubators,
genes.
but I put the
genes.
salt, the pepper, all the spices.
Yeah, that's the most that's the most like low key like diss.
It's not a diss. It's not a diss. Because I'll put it to you this way.
Yeah.
When it's a boy that is born, oh, he's so cute, or
Yeah.
like that looks just like mommy. How in the hell is a guy gonna look like his mom? But okay, cool.
Yeah.
But then you got a daughter that looks like daddy, and they're beautiful. It's 'cause daddy's cute.
Yeah, I feel like if somebody calls me smart, I'm like, oh yeah, I am smart. Yeah, but when they call themselves the good looking one in the relationship, like I want to be that too.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. I have been single for so long, only because of my work,
Yeah.
the radio, and then plus I also DJ and everything like that.
Yeah.
I got tired of losing girlfriends to other guys, if you will, because I have to go do a wedding on a Saturday night, but they want to go to, Coyote Ugly, or they want to go to, what's that called? That Hillbillies? Or something
women
like
just
that.
don't understand.
Yeah, so you're working hard, making money, pay your bills, make sure that, for me, it's like as soon as I get paid, the first thing is pay the bills.
Yeah.
Whatever's left over, then is play money, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But you're working, and oh, you know what, dear, I'm going to go out with my friends. Okay, go. And people tell me, you trust them? No. Because every time they go out with their friends, they want to dance. Some guy's going to come and say, let's go dance. They go dance.
Yep.
They come back to you. Of course, they'll hump the shit out of you because they were dancing with some other guy and stuff, right?
the shit out of you.
But then, that only lasts for so long, and then they stop doing that.
You can't be able like Bronco 956 and be there to fight for her honor.
No. But when you do get a day off on a Friday or Saturday night that you don't have to worry about going to do a DJing gig or anything like that, and you tell your girlfriend, hey, well, let's go out and do something. Oh, no, I'm tired. I don't feel like that.
Whore.
Then exactly. And then that's where, wait a minute, what do you mean? You know know what? I got to go do it. I did that to one of the ladies that I was dating, and I did it actually as let's see what she would do.
Yeah.
And I said, I got to work Friday night. Oh, well, I'm going to go out with my friends on Friday night. We're going to go, buy over there, Simon Says or whatever. All right, cool. Right. And then Friday night comes along, and she's getting dressed and everything, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm getting dressed, and she's like, oh, well, where are you going to be at tonight, babe? Know her? I'm off. I got nothing to do. I'm going to go with you to Simon Says. Oh, my God, what? Like, what? What's wrong? What's wrong? Why can't I do it? So that's how the way you catch the way, trust is, if you can't have trust, then you can't have love,
I
Yeah.
agree.
So basically, the way I see it is, people tell me, how come you don't have anybody in your life? Oh, I do have somebody in my life. Who? I got my daughters and I got my grandson.
Yeah.
As long as they're healthy and they're good, I'm good. That's all that matters.
Right.
Yeah. JB has nobody. JB's alone.
I have my nephews.
Well, no, I mean, if anything, you have pets. You have them.
I have my Chloe, my dog. Yeah.
There you go. And pets are just like children because you got to feed them. You got to pick up their shit and pet and shit like that.
JB, you're gonna die alone and horny.
Hopefully, I'll have like a little bit more money and
Isn't
stuff.
real. It's fake.
Hopefully, you have a good dollar, right? Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you run into me, like if a girl wants to go out with me and everything like that, of course, some people say, how come you don't go ask that girl to go out? Because I don't know if she's got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Or if she's married.
Or
It
if she's
is
a
tough.
lesbian. She
Yeah.
could be a lesbian nowadays too.
True story.
All this stuff goes through JB's head as well.
No. Okay, within the last like couple months, I've asked at least maybe 4 or 5 girls, and 2 of them have met me with like, oh, I have a boyfriend, and then the other 3 met me with like, I'm actually gay.
Okay. I've got a good rebuttal for that one. I'm going to tell you what it is.
Oh, no.
I was up in San Antonio. I was at 99.5 KISS. I was with Billy Madison and Larry, and we went to San Antonio, downtown San Antonio at the Riverwalk. We went into Champions. Champions is, or Champs.
Yeah.
And that's the big old Dallas Cowboys bar and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I was sitting at the bar. We were sitting there, had a couple of shots of tequila, you know, some beers and stuff, you know. Rockin' Rudy was feeling real badass and stuff. And this girl comes and sits down right next to me. And Billy Madison goes, check it out, Rock, check it out. So I turn around and look at her and I, oh my God. I go, you're so gorgeous. You're beautiful. I love your dress. Sir, I'm a lesbian. Oh, so am I. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And she just looked at me like, what? And I go, well, think about it. You know, lesbians love girls.
Yeah, I love women.
There you go, you know. Lesbians know what to do to girls.
Yeah, women need to realize I don't care what you are. We
You don't need, with me, you don't need a vibrator. You don't need to put batteries. Don't strap-ons. It's real.
Just pretend the way you're pretending right now.
Close your eyes. Don't open them up. We'll do it like in that movie. What's it? Scary movie? Just put the bag. Don't take off the bag. Don't take off the bag.
Yeah, we're trying to we're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, followers on Facebook as quick as possible. That way, to celebrate our 1,000 hitting our 1,000 followers on Facebook, we're gonna do a dating game with JB. So we're gonna find we're gonna find 3 lovely bachelorettes, and we're going to do a dating game.
A dating game, yeah.
JB's gonna ask.
I would love to be here for that.
You could probably DJ.
Yeah, maybe you could MC it. Yeah,
I got you. I can do that. I can. I will. I'll be all like.
Yeah,
like in Living Color. Have you all seen that one in Living Color, the dating game?
No, I don't think so.
Put that in Living Color thing, and you can see it. Where what's his name? Jim Carrey is the guy.
He's the only white guy, right?
Yeah, and,
what else is...
and what's his name? Jamie Foxx comes out as Shawanda. Big old lips. If you ever get a chance to see it, check it out. It's cool. And that'd be pretty cool. Yeah,
yeah.
You can do something like that. Does it matter?
They have to be pretty.
They have to be pretty.
They have to be good looking. Yeah,
they have to be good
6
looking.
or 7. You know?
From a scale of 1 to 10, you want them to be a 2 or 5 or?
Yeah, if they're a 6, they have to have a
talent. They have to have at least some talent.
And they can come on my podcast because they have a talent. There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, they have to be an emo goth girl, and that'll bring her up a couple of steps in JB's book.
Or if she fights, or if she sings.
Yeah, if she fights or sings, she can be a 6. Yeah. But if not, we're only 8s and 9s. That's it. Yeah,
8s and 9s.
If none of the other stuff is involved, then yes.
Yeah. Only
what other stuff?
Yeah, only the best for JB. Yeah.
Like if they have a boyfriend, they just broke up with their boyfriend. I went out with a girl.
Oh, those are the best ones.
No. Well, they are true.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
But what really sucks about it is that the boyfriend still can't get over it.
Yeah.
You know, the ex.
Yeah. You know, you're right. Usually the girls can't get over it either.
At times too, and they just do it out of. I got lucky one time and ran into a girl that her boyfriend just cheated on her with her cousin, and she wanted revenge. And I just happened to Rock and Rudy walk in at the right place at the right time. And I said, "Hey, would you like a beer?" She goes, "No, I want your dick. Come on." All right. And we were outside of the parking lot. You know, like, you know how long it's been since I've done something like that in the backseat of a car? I never lost a beat. Let me tell you.
It's like riding a bike.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that sounds good. What are we gonna call it? JB needs a date.
No, the dating game. The dating game with JB.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, but that's why we're trying to get to that as quickly as possible.
Eventually, I just don't believe it, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, when the time comes, I'm telling you, I'll set it up. It'll go great.
For your once you get 1,000 subscribers or followers
on Facebook. Yeah. Yeah. Once we hit 1K on Facebook.
I got locked out of Facebook.
Oh, really?
I got locked out of Facebook. All they did was one day I was going to get on Facebook and do it because I like to do a little live, a pre-show type of thing. Hey, Rock and Rudy here on the scene live. And I'm here with JP. We're getting ready to start the show in about 5 minutes or whatever. And so when I did that, it said, you have been locked out of Facebook due to not following community guidelines.
Was there music playing in the background or something?
Yeah, that old, what do you call that?
I don't know.
From The Godfather.
Oh,
okay. Like that, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And so when they send me a thing saying you have 180 days to appeal this, and please load up a picture of your ID, a social security, and a passport.
Oh my
and I'm like, no.
Hell no.
So I loaded up my brand new, because my birthday was in June, my brand new license, send it to them, and they said that wasn't good enough. They needed my social security and the passport.
Wow.
Well, one is I don't have a passport, because I never go to Mexico.
Yeah.
And two is there's no way in God's green earth I'm giving you my social
What
security
do they
number.
need that for?
Because they want to prove that it's me. Well, I had that same account since I was like, I'm 57, since I was like about 30.
Just tell Mark to come down personally to meet you.
Well,
it seems simple enough, JB. Yeah.
But I sent them a reply on the email they sent me about having to appeal it, and I sent them a reply. Well, can you let me know exactly what it is that I did wrong, so like that I know, in case you open my account back and I'm able to get back. But I lost a shitload of contacts, a shitload of followers on my Facebook, and I reopened up another one under Randy Rodriguez. So for those of you people that follow me and stuff like that, Randy Rodriguez, of course, my YouTube is Rockin' Rudy 21, and on my Insta is just Rockin' Rudy. TikTok Rockin' Rudy 21, but Facebook was the one that I would run to for a lot of stuff. But guess what, Facebook? How does it feel losing definitely another, deaf?
Yeah.
A ridiculous.
Deaf another user.
But yeah, it really sucks because they don't reply to you what it is that you did wrong. They just say, you know what? Cut. That's it.
It's been really difficult. That's why we've been really careful about what we put on the, because we used to put everything. We got so many copyright
infringements.
Yeah. But they've been nice about it too, where like they'll just cut it out.
Yeah.
Like they'll like, I guess they have software that recognizes it's from like minute 17:08 to 21:04, and they'll just automatically cut it out. Or they'll say like, you can edit it yourself or something. I don't know. Yeah. So
they like you. me is they got a vendetta against me, and I'm like, you're Rockin' Rudy, motherfucker. We're gonna take this shit off. Boom. Well, the sad part about it is that I tried to open up another one under Rudy Rodriguez. Because the first one was Rockin' Rudy, Rudy 21.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I opened up another one under Rudy Rodriguez, and my dumbass, I used the same phone number because because I had to switch my phone number on Rockin' Rudy 21 because you lose your number, you get a new one, and as soon as I did that, within like 2 minutes, this account is blocked because it's connected to the Rockin' Rudy 21.
Wow.
So I got smart, but I'm not going to say what I did because if Facebook is watching, when you're going to Facebook, they're going to follow me.
We have a long reach.
Yeah. That's what she asked me. Do you have a long reach? Yes. But yeah, so I went ahead and opened up one under Randy Rodriguez, and Randy's my old nickname when I was younger. But my little brother ruined that for me. Yeah, he used to call me Randy Pandy Hose when he would get mad at me.
Oh, that's
and so I had to beat the shit out of him, and my sisters would get mad at me, and Jay jump on me. And so a big old shout out to my sisters, Anna. And Barbara, she's no longer with us. She's up in heaven now with my mom. But yeah, it really sucked that they did that to me because it's so hard now to try to contact the other, my contacts that I had on there.
Right.
Yeah. And I'd send it to Rock and Roll James so he could see what happened or anything like that. And he's like, damn, yeah, they'll do it. They did it to him too, back in the day also. But
yeah,
I said, I'm just going to go back to my Moco space. Fuck this.
Yeah. That's where it's at. All the biggest sluts were on Moco space, right? Yeah. That's
all
where
the biggest sluts.
Yeah. That's why you go to the lowest rung of bars and you try to look for the classiest woman there, and that's where you
low
get
hanging fruit.
You get the leftovers.
Oh yeah, they'll be like, hey, this guy's normal.
Well, the thing is like they tell me, how is it that you look at girls? With my eyes after the 13th, 14th beer and a couple shots of tequila. You start off looking like that ugly witch.
Looks gorgeous.
And then you're hot as... It'd be like Shallow Hal, let me tell you.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Well, Rock and Rudy, we've had you for over an hour and a half.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
It's been that really that fast.
Just
Hell yeah,
naturally.
dude.
Just
like
naturally.
that.
And you only asked me like 3 questions. The rest was
Yeah, the rest is kind of just kind of
just go with the flow.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, came off of natural. I've enjoyed it. Is there anything you want to like put out there or promote? I don't know, or say before you go?
Yeah. Any wise words?
Well, you guys are doing an awesome job. I love your all setup. It really looks badass.
Yeah, we're trying our best.
That's the way we learn. You know?
Yeah.
You've got to get burned to realize don't stick your hand in there no more.
Oh.
The only thing I can say is I'm on Thursday nights. I like to say 8 p.m., but if you know me, I'm late. Like yesterday, my show was supposed to start at 8. It didn't start till 9.
Oh, damn. That is like, what the hell?
It's just because it shows how many people actually are tuned to
Yeah.
watch your show.
Yeah.
You know,
He's
and
testing everybody.
Yeah, and it works, you know. And the thing about it is that, like I always say, you've got a talent, come on my show. It's free. I would love to have you. I'm still trying to look for some person that can juggle chainsaws.
Okay.
And not cut themselves, hopefully, because I'll be damned if I'm cleaning blood from the floor, you know. But
Yeah.
otherwise than that, thank you to everybody who does watch and listen on YouTube and TikTok and other stuff. And these guys right here, Mickey G, you know, follow them too, of course. They're trying to get 1,000 to make him his dating game. Do it so I can come over and MC it. It'd be great.
Yeah, we're trying to find JB a gal.
A gal.
I guess, yeah.
He needs to stop trying to, you know,
I don't know. I don't know what
chase
I'm
his
doing wrong.
pets and stuff, but you know, it's not you doing nothing wrong. What they see nowadays is who's going to pay my bills.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
JB.
I gotta pay my own bills
Yeah,
first.
exactly. Uh-huh.
No, JB's the problem.
No, it's just JB.
100%.
Yeah, we've seen it. Yeah.
If y'all don't mind a shout out, I just want to send out a shout out to all my crew out there at the Melody House Mansion, Worm and Mr. Man. Of course, Mr. Martinez from 97.7 FM The City, and my 2 beautiful daughters, Drenna and Darlin, and then my grandson, Carson, you know. Yeah. Carson Dean, and I'm going to call you Carlos. No, I'm just joking. Carson. And to all you beautiful people out there, and I just don't want to say the RGV because Rock and Rudy is worldwide. And to all the bands that come through, all my guests that come through, and these guys are going to be coming through too soon, real soon. Watch, check it out, because now it's my turn. Because what was the deal that we made there, Mickey? Do you remember?
Oh yeah, that we're gonna jump on your show as well.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I'll come to yours. You'll come to mine, right?
Oh hell yeah,
Yes.
100%.
Gotcha. So
Anytime.
check it out, and we're gonna have fun. And I thank you guys for inviting me. And
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you want to ask me anything else before we go?
I don't know. That was pretty much all I had. It was just like inside
Last week we
radio
had
stuff.
tacos. This
Yeah.
week we did.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the one I forgot to tell you about. That you gonna have tacos? No, last week they had tacos. Y'all didn't save it, really?
We ate them as soon as we were done.
I ate them so damn quickly.
You were hungry. You're waiting on
It
me.
had been a while because he's been like eating healthier.
Yeah,
so he
I've been
was
dieting
like,
for a long
it had
time.
been forever since he had like a, you know, like
I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna gain weight
Yeah.
when the baby comes.
Yeah.
And the reason being is because it's always daddy tasted first and
Yeah.
then the baby. You know what I mean? Because if the baby, having a child, if you're going to be in there when the baby comes out and you're going to see that baby come out, true story, I fainted when my first daughter was born.
Oh wow.
As soon as I was there, the doctor was there. He goes, "Are you ready, Mr. Rodriguez?" I go, "Yeah, go ahead." All of a sudden, I see this.
boom.
Oh my god.
That thing made me feel so puny. When I woke up, the doctor looked at me and he's like, "Are you okay, big fella?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, I go, "Do me a favor, can you kind of like sew that shit up?"
Oh my god.
Because it is, the very first time, like I said, that was my first child and everything like that. And my ex-wife says,
That's
"I can't
an
believe you
experience.
fainted." I go, "You didn't see what I saw."
Well, I guess thank you, Rudy. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that advice.
Well, I'm going to tell you, when you see it, you're going to say, "Rudy, thank you for letting me know."
He's like, I can't say nobody warned me.
Exactly. But the greatest thing in life is, of course, life, you know, and that is going to be your baby. And I hope that you guys get blessed with more, you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of people would tell me, I don't know if they've asked you that already, what do you want, a boy or girl? And then all of a sudden now you know it's a girl.
Yeah.
To me, it was always
Everybody
the answer.
wanted a boy.
Yeah?
Oh, my parents wanted a boy.
Everybody wanted a boy.
Yeah.
You used to tell your parents you do have a boy.
Yeah, you already got one.
Yeah,
Right?
what do you want to know him for? It's not going to be yours. It's going to be mine. You know?
You don't mess with success. You already hit the.
Yeah, there you go.
What
Hit
more
your
do you
peak.
want? What more do you want?
Why you want to fix something that's not broken? Hello. But yeah, it's the beautifulest thing. And for me, Both of my girls, and I'll admit it, I played house with them. I sat down in the chair, let them.
You have to.
Yeah, let them, try to tie my hair and do
Paint
makeup,
your nails,
everything.
yeah,
The whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
And some people looked at me and said, man, you're gay or what? And I go, yes, I am. I'm a lesbian. Leave me alone. But yeah, that's for me. That's good, and I'm glad and I'm happy and I'm blessed, And again, I'm not rich, but I'm famous, and just because of them, then I'm famous, I can't walk into a place where somebody's gonna say, "Hey, you're Rockin' Rudy." No. Can I say one more thing? True story.
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah,
True
100%.
story. Back in the day, you remember AKs? No. Oh yeah, you were still too young. Yeah, AKs. Yeah, there was a guy running around saying that he was Rockin' Rudy.
Oh,
And
what the hell?
Yeah. And,
Rockin' Rudy fake.
And the twins were it's the AKs. One is Aaron, the other one was Keith. AKs, the Califas.
Okay.
And they looked at him and they call me, "Hey, Rockin' Rudy, you know that guy walking around saying he's you? Yeah, he's here." What? Yeah. So, and it was in McAllen, so I took off to go see who this guy was, and I sat right next to him. He was at the bar, and I'm like, "Hey, so you're Rockin' Rudy?" He looked right at me. "Yeah, man. You want to buy me a beer?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I want to buy you a beer so I can smack that bottle on your head like that, right?" But it's just a word, right?
You shot him?
Yeah. And I looked at him and I said, "Bro, you're not Rockin' Rudy, bro. I know who Rockin' Rudy is, right?" And then John DeLisi comes in. He goes, "Rockin' Rudy, let's go." And he just looked at John DeLisi, and then he just looked at me, and I go, "I'll be back. Don't leave." So I went outside, and somebody told him I was Rockin' Rudy.
Yeah.
When I came back in, he was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was getting free drinks off of that.
He
That's
was.
what he was using it for.
And that is one of the things that got me in trouble because what are you doing at a bar asking people to buy you beers?
You're like, I
what?
wasn't at a-
Yeah. What are you talking about? Yeah.
No, we should try to do that after this. We should go to a bar.
I'm Mickey G.
Yeah, but it's too late now.
I'm Rockin' Rudy.
I'm Rockin' Rudy, yeah.
Yeah, you won't be able to do it no more now. Back then you could have, but not now. And I know you're probably not, but I'm going to tell you anyways, how the way I got my name, Rockin' Rudy.
Okay.
When I first went on the air for Q94.5, the graveyard part, I was working at Fantasyland Skate Center, and I took off to go do that. I have a little friend of mine who passed away, who was like Down syndrome and stuff like that. And I went under Rude Dog Rodriguez. That was the first thing when I cracked the mic open. I said, Q94.5, the Rally's home of rock and roll. This is Rude Dog Rodriguez. Thank you so much for tuning in and stuff like that. So when I went in Saturday night to the Fantasyland Skate Center, the guy comes up to me. His name was David. He goes, "Rudy, you were rocking, Rudy. You were rocking." Boom. Ever since then.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Rockin' Rudy stayed stuck, and it's been Rockin' Rudy ever since, So that's the way my name came.
Yeah.
Wow. JB's God Killer just came from pure narcissism.
He just asked me like what my goals were for like jiu-jitsu and where in my mind, and I was just like the top. Where else would I go?
He's that conversation never happened. What happened was JB just was talking to himself, and he was like, "What should my jiu-jitsu nickname
My
be?"
nickname.
He was like, "God Killer."
God Killer.
He had just started taking classes.
And that's where my mind was like. That
Straight
was my
to-
goal.
That was
Straight to the top.
the Rude Dog Rodriguez was my karate thing, because they said that I was ruthless when I would go fight, competitions and stuff. So Rude Dog Rodriguez, and I go, but I like Rude Dog because at that time Rude Dog beer was out.
Yeah. Like a sponsorship almost. That.
Almost, but that beer is no longer existing.
Yeah, well, JB gave himself this nickname.
And it's stuck.
If you ever decide to start a podcast, you might want to name it the God Killer,
That's true. That's true. No,
Right.
he will not start a podcast.
Okay,
If he did,
I'll
we would
admit-
be enemies. We would be enemies. I would turn my face from you, and I will never forgive you. And I will go after
I
your
will
ass.
admit this though. I think me and Julio are gonna release another beat tape.
Oh,
And guess what my name's gonna be
You're not even allowed to release a beat tape.
Why? It's not a podcast.
Nothing under. All right.
I want to ask you this: how long have y'all known each other? Y'all related?
Oh, man,
y'all
nah,
look like brothers.
Everybody says that we look related. We might be, honestly, maybe through some distant cousins.
Yeah,
under God's eyes, we're all brothers and sisters, right?
Yeah.
But
I've known him since middle school.
Yeah, we went to school
grew up-
together. Yeah.
oh, cool. So y'all since middle school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sang in the choir
Junior
together.
high?
Yeah,
Junior high,
pretty
right?
much.
Yeah.
7th, 8th grade, something like
Yeah.
Yeah.
My best friend in the whole world was taken away from us. Actually, almost a year and 2 months back.
Oh, wow, it was recent.
Yeah, Robert Weiss.
Okay.
He was a Mason, one of those Freemason guys,
Okay.
and that guy
Oh,
came
wow.
up from behind him and shot him in the head twice. And only because he didn't like Freemasons. And this was in McAllen.
He was like a crazy person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
And he's the one that has YCDL. And a lot of people always ask me, how come I'm wearing that hat? But because of him.
Oh, okay.
You know, YCDL. Yeah. And his wife, I told her that part of me, you know, in honoring him, every time I do a show, whether it be my show or go to somebody else's show, or when I go do an event or whatever, I'm going to brand the name.
Right.
And they have a truck driving school. And he, tremendous truck driver, everything like that, started and worked hard and everything, and was getting ready to get the state of Texas to have him train people through the Texas workforce.
Gotcha.
And he was going to get paid through the state of Texas.
Gotcha.
They were waiting for that contract to be signed and go through, and that happened. So they weren't able to do it because he wasn't there.
That's like coincidental.
It sucked. But this guy he's a big time Freemason hater or whatever like that. Of course, he's in jail and everything. And it's just I've known him. I knew Robert Weiss, since the 2nd grade. Wow. We went to Milam Elementary together. We were the 2 tallest kids in track. Best friends, brothers. I can't even consider him as a best friend because we were more like brothers. You know?
Wow.
And when this happened, I was in San Antonio. And it's just so funny because I'm lying to you. I was already moving back down from San Antonio, and I had talked to him on that Friday.
Right.
Hey, I'm in. He's like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to be able to meet you right now because I got to go do the Mason stuff. But let's meet tomorrow for lunch.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for him to come tomorrow for lunch. Yeah. So,
Sorry, man.
That's crazy. Yeah. Really?
I hadn't even any idea that any of that happened.
Yeah, if you Google it, you'll see it there. It's out there.
That's crazy. Well, JB's not my best friend, so.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So
It hurts. Yeah.
His wife's his best friend. That's
so I'm happy for you that you had a best friend, but JB's far from my best friend.
Well, then there you go, JB. You can go ahead and do that podcast now, bro. You already know. Let him turn his face on you.
Starting God Killer.
I've had enough to deal with it.
I am thinking of starting another podcast under a different name, and it's going to be called Burning the Grill. Now,
it's about grilling.
Yes. Well, actually, it's something like that. What it's going to be, I'm going to have somebody come and cook. The grill's going on, and I'm going to have a special guest. To say, for example, both of y'all.
Okay.
I'm going to have you guys choose 10 people.
Okay.
From like 2 people from TikTok, 2 people from Insta, 2 people from here, like that, until you get 10 people to come over to the studio or the Melody House Mansion and have like a one-on-one type with those people only.
Right.
But we're going to be doing a podcast with the special guest, you guys,
Yeah, that's
while somebody's cooking.
Okay.
And at the same time, they cook whatever it is that, fajitas or chicken or sausage, whatever.
Everything.
Yeah. So they come over and it's like an intimate type of thing,
Yeah.
And again, it's called Burning the Grill.
You get a show, you get a meal, you get to be involved. Like, yeah.
And you get to meet the people that you like, that they follow you, and it's a part of a way to giving back to your followers, your subscribers.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, feed them. What's better than that, right?
Send them home fat, not pregnant fat. Yeah. It sounds like a good deal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you need to mark them.
Yeah, we're trying. Yeah, that's the worst part. I do have a
He's
mark.
trying to memorize them still.
Yeah.
You're not being good at that. I apologize for saying that.
Try my best.
No,
He's
you
had
are.
worse days.
Yeah. Shut up, JB.
It's like if your wife comes in and says, "I love you." Hello.
Actually, do you know what? I've hit that. That's the
On
one.
accident that
That's the one that I hit at the most appropriate times ever because it's right next to, or it's like on the same thing as the clapping one.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of times where people give, very.
They get the wrong effect.
Yeah, they'll say nice things and accidentally.
But you know what? It's all live, and that's how the way you know the show's good.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because if you don't fuck it up, then it's not a party.
Yeah, that's the goal. And we do our best here at the Mickey G channel.
We are professionals.
And we will continue to do our best, and we will continue to
Improve. Get
There you
better.
go. Yeah.
You see, it's because it's like they say, you're only going to fall us to the ground. That you can't go no further than that unless they bury you. Then you go an extra 6 feet.
There you go. One day we will be as notorious as Rockin' Rudy, and people will buy us drinks and
impersonate us.
And impersonate us.
Impersonate us.
And when that day comes, we will be ready. And
if you're lucky, you get to meet that impersonator. That'd be awesome. I did. I got to meet that person, and it's like, wow. Where is that person at? I don't know, and I don't care. It's probably that, what's it called? The ballistic guy.
Badussi.
The troll.
Yeah, Badussi. Yeah, all right. All right.
I said ballistic.
Close enough. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for watching. And once again, thank you, Rockin' Rudy, for coming on. We really appreciate it. And you're more than invited. And we can't wait to join you as well on your live stream. And we'll see you all next time on the Mickey G channel.